let's do some form of intro.
Okay, do you have an idea?
Let's just introduce ourselves. You start, of course, because it's your channel.
Okay.
And we just say, this is our very, very occasional Let's Play series.
I could leave this thing in as the intro of just us trying to figure out what the fuck the intro is. What even is an intro? I just press the record button and hope it works.
Is it working?
I think, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go.
Fuck it, yeah, let's rock.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Bill O'Reilly, this shit.
Unprofessionalism rules.
Well, we're not getting paid for this.
Fuck it.
Well, I'm not paying you for this anyway.
In fact, technically I'm paying you because I bought the snacks.
Yes, technically you are. Although, this is using my computer, and my software, and my Xbox, and my copy of the game, and my controllers.
And your electricity.
Yes, and my electricity.
And technically your house as well.
Well, technically it's my landlord's house.
Yeah, but you're still renting it.
That is true. So I guess technically you're just the catering guy.
I'm the catering guy that got in on the act.
Yeah, you're the...
I'm literally Gavin.
But you don't have an extremely expensive camera.
I think we both know the answer to that.
Ah.
What?
Double.
Double. Slightly shiny windows. I wonder how thick those windows actually are.
Well, they're not very thick because they get destroyed by sentinels in the end level.
That is true. You'd think that they've got to try and contain the atmosphere of a ship. You'd think they'd be a bit thicker.
Why have we got double katana?
I don't know. One katana isn't enough.
Well, that's what the chief thinks.
Probably. Or Microsoft's trying to push their Cortana features.
They have a Cortana fetish.
Maybe. They named their assistant after Cortana.
That's very true.
To be fair, which isn't really a bad call.
Considering she is an AI.
That is true, yeah.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to combat alert alpha. I want everyone at their station.
Oh. Double speak again. Oh well. I think it's that one that... See the one that's flashing red there in the cutscene? That's actually a terminal.
Ah.
So if you walk up and prod it,
then there's sexy Cortana.
There she is.
I like Cortana's model best from Halo 3 and Reach. Because I find her the most human in that.
Yeah.
Because when you got her in Halo 1, she looks like she's just come from a rock concert with the pixie cut. And then you've got her in Halo 2 and she's literally just like a mother. And in Halo 3 she's actually got some serious boobage.
Maybe. I think a lot of people will also say 4, but that's because they were looking at her from behind.
Yeah,
it's just a different angle.
Yeah, I don't do behind.
Indeed. You like abs.
I like the abs.
More. We need more. Can we just have a thing where everyone in video games now just has to have abs? It's compulsory. Give everything abs. Give the cars abs.
Didn't they try and do that with Jacob from Mass Effect too?
Probably.
And he was just like abs, but lack of a personality.
Oh, the only thing I can think of about Jacob is the prize, and that's the only thing of his I can remember. Or that's literally all I can remember. Say it again. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's from my headphones. I'm going to fix that.
Professionalism!
Quiet!
Right.
Where is the thing which turns it down?
Okay. Bringing
There we go.
systems online.
Yeah.
In case of 30 seconds.
Maybe Mike won't have picked those up, but that's what was causing it. There we are. Asleep in the tube.
Pulling the pins in 5.
Yay, no more double people. Damn, he's sexy.
There's 2 of us, but they've kept the same animation. So if you notice, player 1 looks at him, and player 2 just sort of stares off into space at the side. Because they didn't change the animation. And for some reason, despite the fact that this is my house, I'm player 2.
Well, it's the natural order of things. You're always a cuck.
I was going to say you're the top.
Yeah, I am the top. Oh yeah, baby.
Harder, daddy.
All right.
Okay, this is more forward than I thought it would be. Stop hiding in there, you cowards.
Hello.
Hello, friends.
You're not hurting me. Oh, you are hurting me.
Because there's no animation for this, you just stare blankly at them. Say, hello.
What do Chief do?
The glowy blue bees hurt. Yeah, the invisible wall says no.
Ow.
I like the fact that I also just have to ignore all of these people. I can't just take the gun off the Marines, annihilate all the Covenant, and then continue. You leave him alone. That's desecrating a corpse.
Oh, he just was not good enough. To the bridge.
He's a disappointment to you as well as his mother.
I'm not upset. I'm just very disappointed.
There we go. That's the terminal one. Which, if you poke it, which don't, because it'll probably bring up the Halo channel and break everything. But that will give you backstory, apparently.
Captain Keys.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well.
Let me just shake your hand. Ow, you've just broken my hand.
Yeah, he should probably, like, dislocate most of his fingers.
With those odds, I'm content with make that 4.
Well, how's, like, strong are Spartans, anyway?
Like, uber strong, especially in Mjolnir armor.
Yeah. But is like an actual, like, metric anywhere that's written about it?
It's bound to be somewhere.
Yeah. I know, I'm pretty sure it's at one point it's written somewhere where Chief has run over, I think it was 100 kilometers per hour. But he only did that for a few seconds before his muscles, like, disintegrated. Because they're not technically supposed to be able to run that fast. So you have to limit. I mean, they've got to be retrained how to, like, just walk in that armor.
Yeah.
Because apparently a Marine once wore it. He moved his arm, and then the armor actually broke his arm, and then he died in the spasms.
Ooh, that's vicious. Blah de blah, blah blah blah. Keys, katana. Get down to the planet, whip some alien ass, we can all go home.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research.
They find my collection of German scat porn.
They see my leather porn. I'm heavily into bondage, they don't call me Keys for nothing.
Oh dear.
Excellent work. Thank you.
If they find Cortana, they find out where I hid the key.
Halsey knew that from experience.
She still has the key.
She is the key.
It's got like a fingerprint lock on it. It's the only way you're gonna get it off.
The key is inside of her, but I won't tell you where.
It's the only way you're gonna get it off, and that's the only way I can get off.
Why do you think they amputated her arm? Hang on, you've got the Magnum now.
Indeed, ha! You didn't get a gun.
Bitch, give it here.
No.
Come here, give it here.
No, it's mine.
Give me it. Give me
Mine.
Give me.
Leave me alone. People. Whoop. Punch. Yeah. Oh, turn that on. Must remember that I'm using a weird control scheme and not my usual.
Die, aliens.
Grenade.
Ow.
Just watch you walk into that. Where's another gun?
I don't know where I'm going. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, and this level's a bit. At least some of the rooms in this are a little bit. They're not exactly readable. It's something I've noticed anyway.
Yeah, they don't make very good. The levels are great, but the thing is that they're just so. They're laid out just so. Just unwieldy. They have corridor after corridor after corridor. I know it's a ship, but you shouldn't make it like the mines of Minoa.
Yeah.
The labyrinth of Minoa.
I think you think like oh, there we go. It's all right. No, I mean you've got some of the markings on the floor which tells you where to go, which is what you would have in something like this. I think that's more to do with this. I mean, A, this game was rushed, and B, this is also the first one in the franchise.
And it's
so they kind of get the formula down.
And it's almost as old as us.
Yes. I mean, how old is it at this point?
This is 19 years old.
I think so, yeah.
2001, I think.
Well, I know 3 is now over 10 years. Well, yeah, Reach is a decade old because that came out
In 2010.
I think it was either 2010 or 2009.
No, because ODST came out in 2009.
ODST was also didn't have a full development cycle. It was originally an expand alone, which they then just sold at full price.
Yeah, I know.
So it was like a short one. And that included the beta for this, remember? That was part of the selling point of this.
Yeah, that's true. But I think at the
Well,
end...
not for this, but for Reach.
Well, yeah, and it also had a few levels from it as well. Like multiplayer levels.
What, from Reach?
No, not from Reach. Reach had a few multiplayer levels from this.
Yes, because this is the Halo 3 Anniversary Edition. But yeah, I was gonna say because I was seeing like meme posts back when they first added Reach to the MMC, and it was people saying it's like we started this decade playing Halo Reach, and then I thought I've also finished this decade playing Halo Reach because I think that was the last thing I played
That's a sign
before it rolled over.
That's a sign of a good decade.
What, it ends and finishes with Halo Reach?
Yeah, never mind Brexit, never mind Trump. We've got Halo Reach.
Yeah, well, Halo 3 is now coming to PC. So, one of the best games ever made is... Oh, I accidentally hit the controller button there. Now I want the... Give me the gun, thank you.
Don't start a sentence and then not finish it.
I'm sorry. But at least we know there's something alright in the world when Halo 3 finally comes to this.
That's true. Stop smacking your lips.
Calling a cat. Oh, the elite responded to it.
Meow!
Hey, Cuddles.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yum, 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 yum.
Why did you teleport me back? I'm still player 1. I should be dominant.
Quiet.
I don't take it well when my dominance
Quiet,
is...
you will speak when I give you permission.
Yes, sir. Hit me harder, sir.
You exist to please me and no one else.
If you know of where I am located, please do send help. Interpol might be a very good way to go about it. The bad thing about this level is the fact that it is just so boring. There's nothing to really bounce off.
Yeah, I think part of the reason it's like that is because you play this and you think, okay, the gameplay's pretty good, but the level's a bit boring. And then you hit the second level and you're like, oh, holy shit. This is not what I was expecting at all. And it's because it's kind of like the juxtaposition where you can't necessarily appreciate the giant levels until you've done a sort of slowish corridor crawl.
I'm gonna heap a whole lot of insult on this game. The Anniversary Edition is now looking so dated it actually reminds me of the original graphics.
Yeah, I think I can see that.
I mean, it's been what, 10 years since this came out?
Yeah.
And this was 10 years after the original came out, which means that the Anniversary Edition is to us now is as old as it was to the original back in the day. Or the original is as old as this was.
Around there, yeah.
I'm talking in parables. Stop teleporting
No.
me.
Go towards the door with the green light.
No, I don't want to go towards the light.
Go towards the light, damn it.
No.
Go.
Ow, ow, that
How
was a roll.
about I shine my flashlight in your face? I accidentally killed you there. If I shine my
Hit me
flashlight...
harder, Daddy. Hit me harder.
That's what this guy's saying. I don't think he expected me to then use bullets. There we go. Submit.
Shoot me harder, Daddy. I want to feel the shrapnel.
Get a little grim now.
I've got no weapon.
Aha! You can't get me through this glass.
Why have I got no weapon?
I don't know. Do you want to come back this way? I mean, I can kill the elite for you.
I can't even hit him. Chief, are you bound like a
There
prisoner?
you go. Can you pick up the gun?
No.
Oh dear.
I'm role playing as an armless flood infection form now. No, I'm not.
There you go. You have a weapon. I keep hitting the extra reload, but it just turned the flashlight on. Which I guess is what I want in this tiny little dark corridor.
Die. There we go.
Yeah, you got him.
Kneel before me and my plasma ownage.
Plasma! Pop! I always think, it seems so weird to me how like just giant the grenade explosions are in this game. Like they're like just a fountain of doom.
Doom would be proud.
I still haven't played Eternal.
I've not played any of them.
They are very good.
Yeah, the thing is that I like to stick to a very certain branch of gaming, and that's why I've accumulated nearly 1,900 hours on Europa.
Ah, there's the answer that I asked about last night. I was wondering about what your playtime on that was. I can't think of anything that I've put that many hours into. Maybe combined the entire time on this franchise, maybe? I don't know if we're supposed to go back in here.
I like tunnels.
There we go, we're out again. I think we're meant to go... There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
We're meant to start the next level.
Thank you, game, for registering cutscene.
Yeah, another drink?
Yeah, go for it.
There you go.
Thank you. Here's a bit of ASMR for you.
Yeah, because you're big into, big romping adventures.
I'm big into...
And universe, you, exploring stuff.
Yeah.
And, empire building.
Yeah, that's why I like Stellaris so much.
Because that's both. Mm-hmm. I'll also another drink as well.
I also like games like Elder Scrolls, because again, it's just great big adventure that you can sink your time into.
You've been playing, Outer Worlds recently.
Yeah, and I'm really... Initially, I didn't like it. I tried it about 3 or 4 months ago, and I was just like, meh, this is boring, I can't get into this. Because it seems so... It was so alien to me, some of the things you had to do. But that's a good sign that you've built a whole new universe, because you're not supposed to recognise it. But with me, I finally decided to give it a go, and it's actually really good. I've now got my female engineer who's trying to go for the lady captain of a great big trading ship. And I've got a really cool, basically, he's the kind of guy that you would hang around in school if you're a bit of a... Because he doesn't really go anywhere and he doesn't really do much. But he's still really good fun to hang around with. That's Felix. I think his name is Felix. And I've dressed my engineer up as a full combat woman. And I've dressed Felix up because he's like a melee kind of character. But he's also got a grenade launcher for some reason. And I've dressed him up as kind of like a mad professor, so...
A bit of a juxtaposition there.
Yeah, but I love it, because they've got such great personalities.
Who was it that, did you find the priest?
Yes.
I think, because you can get him as a companion, and I think I had him, for the bits when I played. Because, it was mostly for his, when you do you pull off the, the party moves, where they do a pose and then shout a one-liner.
Yeah.
And he all of his one-liners were really, really cool. Hey, look, it's a spirit.
Alert, Covenant dropship inbound.
The world's most dangerous tuning fork.
I recommend immediate evacuation.
Welcome to Cornwall, everybody. Ah! Oh no!
Oh.
Ah!
You appear to have fallen down Cheddar Gorge.
That's not in Cornwall.
I don't actually know where I know it's in the south somewhere. I'm not totally sure. I know it's near Cheddar.
Hence the name.
Yes. Oh, did you know a bit of you want to know a bit of cheese trivia that I found out recently?
I'm always up for some cheese trivia.
Did you know that if you make blue cheese in the town of Stilton, it legally cannot be called Stilton?
Yes, I did know that.
Because it's just it's just 3 counties that are legally like allowed to make it, which incidentally does not include Stilton. I believe that was where it was invented. I think it was just because that was just like a guy in a hotel room.
Ah, well, it's a very, very ancient cheese anyway. You've also got others like you know that you cannot legally make a pork pie and call it a Melton Mowbray pork pie unless it's actually made in the town of Melton Mowbray.
Which makes sense to me. I've never actually had a Melton Mowbray pork pie because I'm not actually that fond of pork pies. Even though throughout like the entirety of my secondary school, my orthodontist was in Melton Mowbray. So we would be in Melton Mowbray like at least once or twice a year.
And me and my mum used to do carbonated sales in Melton Mowbray, but I've only just recently come into pork pies because I realised that I don't like the jelly, and you can actually have pork pies with nice jelly in it that doesn't taste like dog food.
Can you get it without the jelly? Because that was always what turned me off.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can find some of that. Because I always used to get the because we always used to go to the ye old pork pie shop, and I'd always used to get the sausage rolls, and they were good sausage rolls.
Incidentally, I was going to say that you can get a pork pie without the jelly, and it is called a sausage roll.
Okay. But it isn't actually I want it as like an actual pie.
Oh yeah, you can. You can definitely get a definite pork pie without jelly, because anybody makes everything these days.
That is true. Yeah. Do I know another cheese fact?
As I said, I'm always up for cheese facts.
There's this slight Viking link for Wensleydale cheese. The actual name of it comes from Wensleydale, named after the village of Wensley, which actually comes from the Old English phrase of Woden's Lay, which means Odin's meadow.
Odin's meadow. So when you are eating Wensleydale, you are eating Odin's cheese.
Yes.
I would never tire of that fact.
Well, it's pretty cool. It's always nice to hear. It's quite cool to hear where all of these old like little phrases come from, where the names always come from. Like, did you know what sounds the elites make?
Yeah, it's basically Johnson go backwards, going
Yeah.
run, 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 or
Go,
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 yeah.
go, go.
Who, of course, in this game wasn't meant to be an actual character. Everyone just liked him so much they brought him back.
Well, he's the archetype, isn't he?
He's a opponent, yeah.
Yeah, he is literally the person that you rely on in the thick of battle, just for the witty remarks and quips about women.
Have you seen Aliens?
Yes, I have.
It's quite telling what inspired most of the aesthetics of this game. And I don't have a problem with that because I quite like those aesthetics. It also stands out quite nicely now because all the sci-fi stuff does like sort of sleek, clean-looking designs. It's kind of nice to have something that's a bit grungy now and again.
Yeah, I like grunge, but at the same time, there is a thing that I do. I do like the sleek aesthetics because that to me is what's different. What's shooting me? What's shooting me?
There are elites down there.
But it was like a magnum shooting me. That's why I like
slightly drunk Marines, possibly.
That's why I quite like Mass Effect in the fact that it is quite sleek. Because you've got the dirty worlds that aren't explored, but then you've got places like you've got Earth, you've got the Citadel, you've got the Normandy. I mean, the Normandy for me is
they are gorgeous.
I mean, the Normandy to me looks like the kind of ship that I would have if I was ever a commander. Because it's very clean, it's very well organised, it's got a great big space map in the middle of it.
If I had a ship, it probably would barely be functioning.
You've been playing FTL again, haven't you?
No, I have not, but it would, to be fair, my ships in FTL were also barely functioning. Yeah, but I think it's more... you always need like a variety of some things. Need to have like I said, focusing off this ship conversation we just had. Some things need to have nice, clean designs. Some things need to have different designs. The problem is when everything uses the same design, even stuff which is genuinely like beautifully designed ends up feeling bland because everything is doing that.
Welcome to UNSC Air. We thank you for your trip. And please give a big round of applause to your pilot, who landed you so safely on this deserted alien ring.
Well, only 2 of them died. The rest of them are all hiding up there, which I guess is a plus.
Listen, when you have a 20% death rate, that's pretty good for the UNSC.
To be honest, considering everyone in our lifeboat except us, the two superhumans, died immediately.
You're forgetting Cortana, the disembodied AI.
Does she technically count as being alive? Because she's technically an EXE file with a nice arse.
Isn't that the whole point of Halo 5?
No, the whole point in Halo 5 is that she is Space Hitler now, and that's all the explanation you're really going to get.
But it was just like with Sloane, the AI of the mining colony. It's just like, oh, I'm going rampant. Surely I deserve a second chance at life. And then everybody's just like, no, because you're not human, and we don't care. Enjoy your rampant.
I don't remember much of the plot of 5.
Yeah, that's because there wasn't much of a plot of 5. There was just like cool space battles, the chief is being hunted, Locke's a bit of a dick, and the Arbiter.
Yeah, he obviously shows up at one point. That was probably the best level in that entire game was Zanghelios.
Zanghelios is so cool.
It was lovely to finally see that. Halo 5 is just... Halo 5 is a ton of really great ideas, all of them executed badly.
It's basically like you're trying to tie up multiple strings and you're trying to go for a nice ball, and then you basically turn it into a spider's web.
Yeah, you kind of don't have enough time to make a ball. So you end up just kind of with a sort of... It's not so much a ball as it is just sort of a collection of knots.
Yes! Ooh, it looks like it's turning nighttime.
It kind of does, yeah. If you look at it in the old... Hang on, I'll do it real quick. Old graphics. The ring's a lot more emphasised. Also, the frame rate rapidly improved. Mind you, we are running this thing on one of the original Xbox Ones, so it's not going to be perfect.
You know what's really quite cool is that it shows lifeboats. In the old version, it shows that this ring doesn't have much of an atmosphere.
No.
Because it actually is almost like nighttime, but there's the sun over there. But we're alive. It's like we're on a moon. Well, this is just like, okay, so it's just nighttime and...
I guess it kind of is. I mean, that's a gas giant, I'm pretty sure. So this technically is a moon.
Get in, bitch, we're going shopping.
Alright, I'll get in. Do you want to get a guy in the side seat, or are we going to just leave him?
I think we can take a marine along for a ride.
If any of them bother to get in, because the dropship to safety is also right next to us. Let's see if any of them wander over here. Or run them over, that works too. That's a tree, James.
I know it's a tree. Ah, they're taking all our marines.
Most unfortunate. Oh well. We only need 2 people
Here we
to
go.
make this thing work. And some luck with this game's bizarre physics. Considering everything in this handles like it's an inflatable.
This cave is not a natural formation.
With a disturbing amount of mass.
Someone built it, so it must
You don't say, Cortana. This great big chrome tunnel. Somebody built it.
With the cool patterns in it. And the speed humps. Do you think this was actually just like... This is essentially just like a giant toll booth?
No, I think this is basically like the Dartford Tunnel, but for on a... Oh dear.
That's a wall.
I landed on
Would
your
you
head.
like me to drive?
No.
Okay.
I've seen your driving.
Well, I'm the only one here with a license to drive any vehicle, so... Admittedly, that vehicle is not a car, but...
So none of us have a license to drive a car. That is a dead end.
That is a dead end. That way is actually the way we were supposed to go.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. This takes us back up to the platform you drove off.
Ah.
You're meant to go down that ramp, loop around, and then jump up the ramp.
Yeah, it's been like forever since I've played
It has
this.
indeed.
Ooh, shiny thing. Let's break everything.
That is a terminal.
Yes, I know it is. That's why I said let's break everything.
Please don't. I don't want to have to like reset recordings again because it means I have to switch input on the TV again. Whee! There we go.
We did it. Well, I did it.
'Cause I don't know where my... Well, yeah, I sat here and took credit for it.
Which is what you usually do.
Yes. It's the only way I can keep my self-esteem up. Leave me alone. Actually, don't, because that means I have to record on my own. And then I have to have a conversation with myself, and that never ends well.
Yeah, because you always lose.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, Well, I did not die. I'm surprised. But just I will accept my fate. Whoop.
Enjoy. I died.
The elite's dead.
Not quite.
Oh dear.
They're missing half their blood, but they're still running.
Okay, maybe I can go and fix that problem.
I'm going.
Well, did you press the button at least?
Press what button?
The button to extend the bridge.
Ooh, look at Sir Harkington over here. Too important to press his own button.
Well, you're the one who came up here. There we go. I have solved the elite problem.
Thank you, sir.
With no sound effect for some reason. Ooh, pretty. Press it.
Button.
Button! I love buttons. Bridge. Bridge too far. Operation Marking Up. Can you imagine if, like, they put this bridge in here, but it's actually just a joke? So, yeah, like, the bridge is extended, let's go, and then everyone just falls through it. Because it's not an actual bridge, it's just regular hologram.
And some foreigners are just sniggering, just be like, I can't believe they fell for that. It's just made of light. It's a hologram.
Suddenly they've watched like an entire Covenant platoon fall to their death. And it's like, oh, let's see if the green people are any better. Nope, there they go. There they go. Ah, they've got smart now. They've stopped looking at it. Quick, change the colour. Maybe they'll... Yep, there they all go again. I mean, for all you know, there's like just a giant set of bouncy castles down there, and there's just hundreds of people stuck.
Do you know what would be really funny? If it flashes and that's when it becomes hard. Because when people think it's going to go away, it's just like, oh, quick, we can't go across. Don't go across. Because it's gonna collapse.
It's flashing, that means it's switching off and running out.
Captain really gave them
Or the bridge is there when it's invisible.
fine Captain Keys.
So you just have to like drive across it and just hope.
Indiana Jones style.
Yes. Unfortunately, you can see what happens with the when you're doing a split screen and you've got subtitles on where I can't see a damn thing. I'll just try and have to aim with the letter A and hope that it works.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
Jump. Whee!
For my love.
Jump in! Demonetized. I don't monetize this anyway. Frame rates. Ah, now look what you've done, frame rate.
Inspiring music for a very uninspiring scene.
Ah, you're driving a Warthog. It's meant to be dynamic and fun. Now pick which one you want to go to first.
This one.
Okay, I think this is the one where they're hiding up in some rocks.
Oh god, I hate that one. That one's the worst.
Was it two? Or do they lead to the same place?
There are three.
Okay. There's the one where there's tons of rocks everywhere. There's one of them where the Marines are hiding up on a hill. And then there's the one which is over by the cliffside where you always drive the Warthog off the cliff.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a sniper rifle around here somewhere. I believe it's over by the crashed dropship.
Okay. We'll go there in a sec. We're just gonna collect a Marine just to help us out.
Or you're going to accidentally run most of them over.
Or we're gonna get stuck.
We are. One Austin Powers.
Do-do-do-do. Don't whistle.
Okay. Break the recording. Out we get.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Satisfying reload animation. I think this is the only Halo game where the reload animations are actually quite satisfying. But then that's because they're really slow and... Actually, no. Halo 5's got some really nice ones. Like, I think this was the first time Ed actually played Halo 5 with me because he picked it up a couple of months late. He'd noticed, which is something I noticed, that even just reloading the Magnum in that game is actually really satisfying.
Yeah, and to be honest, I actually really like the reload animations of Halo 3 as well.
Oh, 3's actually got some good ones, yeah. They're probably a bit fast in 2.
Yeah, it's just like...
To be fair, everything in 2 is really fast.
Evan!
What?
Come and get me!
No.
Come and get me!
No.
Come and get me!
No. Ow. Ow. Alright, fine. I wanted to shoot the Covenant. Ow. I'm not going to come get you if you keep shooting me. Shoot the Covenant. Shoot the weird alien monsters.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a minute since I've driven one of these. Let's see how well this goes.
Well, that was a crash.
It was, but it did face me in the right direction. Which was kind of the point.
Useful crash. Aliens.
I know there's a song I know called Aliens, but I've actually now, as soon as you said that, forgotten what the lyrics to it were.
It's like a trigger in your brain when I
Yeah.
say something. It's just like gone.
What information is useful right now? Okay, that has just been wiped from your mind.
You've been retconned.
Well, it's like this. Like, what is the name of this person you've worked with for 5 years? I don't know. What is the rate of fire of a Thompson submachine gun? 700 rounds per minute. Is that going to help me right now? No, but I can remember that.
The average temperature of a snowdrop is 0.1 degrees centigrade. Does that help me now? No.
Does that help you remember where the train station is? Nope. Boop.
That's clipping into the ground.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's actually merged with the floor.
I mean, it's kind of like it's pretty good stealth technology if you think about it, where rather than just fly towards the enemy, you just disappear into the ground.
What was the name of the X-Men that did that?
Is that Shadowcat?
Yeah, Shadowcat. That's basically a furry that was given powers.
Well, she's just called Shadowcat. I don't think she actually has like any like animal imagery.
Probably because her name's Kitty or something.
I think so. Or her name is like it is like Kitty or it is Cat or something.
I have to say, one of the most underrated characters I feel from X-Men is just Jubilee. I like Jubilee. a
Yeah,
lot.
she was really cool.
I also like Storm as well.
But Storm is unfortunately one of the ones that's got plenty of love. Everyone knows Storm.
Everyone knows Storm, especially it's Storm in the '90s cartoon. It's sort of, how about an Arctic breeze to cool them off?
Squish! Did I hit him? No, I did not. I'm surprised. I thought he was going to eat rear wheel.
I got a video, so this shows how old I am. Well, how old we are. Technically, you're older than me.
Only by like
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
I went to a supermarket in one of the nearby towns, and I got a video of the original X-Men from the '90s, and included in the pile of videos where I got that was another well-loved and very, very well-known cult children's programs called The Butt Ugly Martians. And
I remember them.
that was it was not even like, it was like early 3D animation of these kids hanging around with these Martians who would become like super powered and like super strong for a certain period of time, but they were supposed to like conquer the Earth, and it was just the worst premise of a kids TV show I've ever heard. It was like set in the future with Martians that are stupid. It was really, really interesting.
Like I said, that sounds like even just the name is extremely 90s. Is this the correct way to go? I don't remember.
Just follow the water, Evan.
I'm doing that. Jump.
Ah!
Let's go for a jump. Kill the Banshee.
I didn't remember a Banshee being here, but it's
Neither
dead
do
now.
I. Is this the way to go? That's the way to go.
That's a waterfall,
That
Evan.
is a waterfall. That's a car fall. Okay, you drive.
Let the sky fall in the warthog. Let's get up this ridge. Urgh.
We need to find the other two lifeboats.
Die.
Oh, we've come the back way.
There's some
I completely forgot. You could, well, it's. I guess it's all meant to be a big loop, isn't it? So you can, no matter which way you go, you can always easily swing around all of the different objectives.
Oh no, this isn't what I was thinking of. This is the other forwarder structure in this bit. Like they've just copy and pasted.
Yeah. Well, this game was rushed.
It's basically the game version of doing your homework on the bus to school.
I mean, if you... To be fair, though, comparing that to this, I'm going to get up on top here. That's kind of like you doing the considering what this game ended up doing, that's kind of like doing your homework on the bus to school, but that homework then lands you a position at MIT. Somehow.
It passes.
Considering this game's got a 95 on Metacritic for a console FPS.
No, well, what it does is that you do your homework on the bus, and then when you submit it, it suddenly turns it suddenly lands you a position at Oxford University. It passes all of your GCSEs for you and your A levels, and gives you a first-class degree from Oxford.
Well, you do your homework on the bus on a napkin, but that homework does happen to crack Cold Fusion.
Oh dear, I love the idea of just cracking Cold Fusion. Just like doing it by accident as well. You've got all these scientists, and suddenly you just think, oh well, if we channel the energy through this form of metal, then we actually get cold fusion safely. Everybody's just like, what the fuck?
As you can see, I've written the formula for solving it around here, around the dick that Thomas drew on the bus.
And
When I wasn't paying attention.
And Evan has spilled his sunny delight on it.
What the heck?
You were deed.
Wow. My Magnum. No. I didn't think the fall damage was that enthusiastic in this game.
Onwards.
Onwards, I'm going to eat this biscuit. We got through them very quickly.
If you're just joining us, this is the SnackCast, where we eat snacks, discuss games, and have a jolly good time. Now, that's the waterfall. Let's follow the river all the way to its very end.
Reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site.
I believe the end's in the cliff.
Good news is the captain is still alive.
So, I don't know how well that will go if you follow it all the way to the end.
Because
Because I will also be following it all the way to our end.
Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
I think it's this way.
I think so. I think that leads back to the place we just were.
We'll see.
Maybe. Okay, maybe there was a couple of ways of getting into it. Yeah.
Okay, so we were just here. Damn it.
I think I know which direction you mean. I will fire bullets in its direction. Because I know there's... Because the last one, I think you can get to either that way or that way.
Oh.
Because it's look for the little blue lights. There's some, as you can see, just here, past this grunt.
There we
Past
go.
this grunt and the low frame rate. I was going to say flame rate then.
Here's the firefight level.
Here it is, yeah. In a game with better vehicle physics, I'm just gonna let you. Wow. I remember when you played this at one point and you ran me. Oh dear. When you ran me over, I then you then shot a warthog with the tank. I then respawned and the warthog landed on me.
Yes.
Okay, now we've got to go all the way back that way. Round the corner. Don't hit the tree. Yay, we did it. The people being shooting at us. That's not good.
Let's try not to fall off the cliff this time.
Yeah.
Maybe they took cover in that structure.
You can always drive that way.
No. Dangerous is the life for me.
Okay. You mean drive back towards the cliff again?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just not going to get on that now. Don't you dare.
I'm not daring.
You are. I guess we're not used to such low frame rate because usually we play this online.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about the game trying to render the game twice.
I just love the original graphics. They just remind me of an art project. Actually, I was watching Star Wars Rebels yesterday, and some of the animations from the characters literally look like a first year of university's 3D modelling results, because they walk like robots. They're literally walking so slowly and so stiffly. It is ridiculous. And also, I find the art style incredibly hard to deal with because it's not Star Warsy, it's Disney-y. And I know what you're going to say. Disney do own Star Wars now, and it was always going to be inevitable. But they brought back Clone Wars, and they brought back the original art style. So why did they find it so hard to do it in the first place?
Wasn't the oh, there's Marines down here. Wasn't the it's the art style for Clone Wars was based off the original Genndy 2D animated Clone Wars?
Yes, in the beginning. And then it sort of evolved into its own style as it went along. I mean, it ran for 7 series. By series 3, it developed its own distinct art style from the original. And what I love about that is the fact that you can see all these characters that you know from the films and from other medium come to life in their own way and develop their own characters, their own traits, their own movements. Like Jar Jar Binks. I don't care what anybody says. I like Jar Jar Binks as a character. I find him goofy, yes, but I also find him endearing, and I also find him quite strong in terms of as a Star Wars character. He's not like Jedi strength, but he still is quite strong because he outwits like loads of battle droids and things like that.
Yeah.
At one point, he escapes General Grievous.
That's one thing they did differently in the CG Clone Wars to the original Clone Wars. I remember watching I've not actually seen the CG Clone Wars, but I did watch a comparison video of Grievous in both. And in the CG one, he's kind of like a cartoon villain, mustache twiddling, I'll get you next time gadget kind of thing. And in the Genndy one, he's the Doomslayer. He's just this like unstoppable force of nature where they throw like 20 Jedi at him. And he takes out all of them and then doesn't ever stop.
Yeah.
And he's terrifying.
New traffic on the Covenant Battlenet.
Then you get to see Mace Windu punch like an entire legion of super battle droids. Like he doesn't even use a lightsaber, he just punches them.
Yeah, in the original comics for the Clone Wars, Mace Windu was incredibly strong. He was incredibly strong, and he often veered very close to the dark side.
I remember it's his lightsaber form, I believe it is Form 7, and it says that like that's usually practiced by the Sith because it's very aggressive.
I mean, I remember reading that Anakin Skywalker was so versed in all the different types of lightsaber that he actually was starting to learn Form 7, and Mace Windu was just like, no.
No.
No, you are not doing that. Get in the Pelican.
You are still in your early 20s, mate. You are 90% hormones. You are not going to live very long. You are going to turn into some kind of rage beast.
Just imagine if he just, like, turned into, like, a great big Wookiee or something.
He pops some, like, Well of the Apocalypse level first change stuff, and he just becomes some giant rage monster. The truth and reconciliation.
And on that note, I believe it might be time for us to wind down this podcast.
Probably. How long have we recorded for anyway?
Probably about an hour.
Probably, yeah.
But this has been great fun. I've enjoyed reminiscing with Halo, and we will definitely do this again soon.
Indeed. Now I'm going to have to press lots of buttons to figure out how to get this thing to turn off. I'm probably going to wait. Let's wait till the end of the cutscene, because then I actually have a solid spot to edit things from. Oh, this is your screen, isn't it? It's me! It's me! There we go. Alright then, right, I better sort this thing out. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.